There's been quite a long history around the Gupta brothers and their political influence that they were able to yield through primarily capturing state tenders and, of course, making millions and millions from state entities, most notably, as has been documented in the Zondo Commission and the Zondo Commission's report as that work started coming to an end. So your electricity generation entity, Eskom, for example, still reaping almost the repercussions of hollowing out that state institution. Transnet is another one as well. That's also facing severe difficulty due to state capture, allegations of corruption, and essentially using the state for private gain.
And essentially, from what I understand, it was almost as if they were using the former president, Jacob Zuma, to access these state assets to do with what they will.
Yes, those allegations have come forward quite strongly in the work of the Zondo Commission, but I think also one needs to cast the eye a little bit broader. There are numerous politicians, numerous people with vast political influence that have indeed been implicated in the work of the Zondo Commission.
Yeah. So now what accusations are they going to face in South Africa, and what is the likelihood of them being extradited from the United Arab Emirates?
Well, I think, we are going to face quite a battle, and I think quite a lot of resistance, especially around, I would say, extradition, if we consider the names of the political figures that have been alleged and implicated in the work of the Zondo Commission. So I do foresee that we are going to see a period of political instability. Of course, as for the charges that they will be standing for, I think that for me will also be a wait and see to what extent the South African government is serious about implementing the recommendations made by the Zondo Commission.
And when you talk of the political fallout, are there still people in power that have been implicated?
No, definitely. The ANC is still very much a factional political party, and I do think, there are some key lessons that we can learn from the past, most notably when the arrest warrant for former President Jacob Zuma was issued, and of course the social unrest that followed from there. So I do think that we are in a very volatile period, a period of political instability. But again, it is going to be up to senior members within the ANC to show some political maturity to allow due process and kind of the rule of law and those processes to follow its course.
Do you think that it could have legal implications for the former President Zuma?
I think that is a very strong possibility. Again, if one picks up on some of the allegations and the narrative that have come out from the various Zondo reports, I do think that not just the former President Jacob Zuma, but very high-ranking political officials would maybe not rather want to face the proverbial music, so to speak.
And Jolene, you talk about those state assets. It sounds almost like the Russian oligarchs, the way they were handed assets. What sort of recovery is underway to try and, to get back some of those assets that were lost to the Gupta brothers?
Well, I think that is most probably the most difficult around this process. There are some companies that have paid back, so to speak, some of the monies lost. But of course, given the extent of state capture and given the extent of the loss, I do think that is going to be one of the more difficult issues to try and address.
Jolene, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.